Disruption is a word that we all used to right now, especially what happened to us. I think 2020 is all about that disruption. It's all about changes. I mean, January started with an eruption of the volcano, and then February, COVID-19 hit the world, and it disrupted the way we do our businesses, disrupted the way we do our work. Suddenly, everyone was forced to go online and to switch online, and it's been difficult. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of businesses, especially in tourism and restaurant business, have closed down. Others have thrived, especially those who are in the innovation space, all those who are in the tech space. So, responding to the changing business climates, there are a few things that I'd like to point on, and I think this is three things that I want to focus on while we focus on customer service. So, it's to be a shift from production modality to mission modality. So, a lot of the things that we're actually doing right now has been disrupted, and I can't emphasize that enough. And now we have to actually learn to create new modalities to do business, new modalities to actually engage customers, new modalities to reach the people we want to reach. And that takes a revisit to the reason why we actually created this business. Whether you are in the food industry, whether you're banking, whether you are direct, you have to revisit why do you exist and how does the world look different because you exist, and what will and won't you do to achieve your mission and fulfill your mission. And trust me, in this 1 year or in 8 months that we are in 2020, a lot of these things have changed, and reviewing that. All right, is this still it? Is this how we continue to do our business? Is these the values that we actually is important to us? Should we actually change it? Because that will actually lead us to focus on the humanity of the business, the human side.
Slides that I decided to kick off this presentation with, it paints a very troubling picture for customer experience and customer service leaders. So I took this from an article at Harvard Business Review. It's a study of roughly 1 million customer service calls involving more than 20 companies, representing a very broad section of verticals and industries. All of these calls, they took place between March 11, when COVID was declared a pandemic by World Health Organization, and March 26. And in just 2 weeks, the average company in our study saw the percentage of calls scored as difficult, more than double from a typical level of 10% to more than 20%. Issues related to the pandemic, from unexpected travel cancellations to appeals for bill payment extensions, disputes over insurance coverage, you name it. But most of the companies, they saw a dramatically increase in the level of customer emotion and anxiety in service calls, which makes a job for our customer service apps very difficult on a day-to-day basis, because the tools that they have at their disposal when working from home is very different from the type of service or support or equipment that they have in an office space. Philippines is a great example. We know that Philippines has constantly been struggling with poor internet, and as more remote you go to some of the provinces, this is a very common issue, and it makes it very hard for our customer service agents to talk our customers, to serve them in the way that it used to. Another problem is the lack of omni-channel strategy and limited customer context that leads to very long resolution time. Customers are used to giving you a call, sending you a chat, starting a chat with your customer agent, and they would expect you to know who are they talking to know my history as a customer. And when working from home, this makes it much harder, because we lack the customer context. Most of the companies in the Philippines, some of them, they still have like a legacy system where data is stored in house. It's not stored on cloud. So our customer agents, they lack that history that our customers would expect you to have, so they don't have to repeat themselves. So these are just some like challenges that most of the companies and our support teams are facing, which a very, very dark, blunt picture, but hopefully throughout this conversation, we'll give you like some tips on and best practices on how to best overcome some of like these hurdles to better serve your customers and match their expectations that are extremely high these days.
CRM solutions here. So we don't offer any CRM system. But when we conduct our regular system checkup and provincial visit to look for prospect, we actually found out that they're looking for a CRM system. And of course, I know that we all want to get closer to our customers. We want to know what they want, what they need, so that we can serve better. And of course, we wanted to help them with that. That is why we wanted to search and find out what is the best CRM system and who are the best providers here in the Philippines. I'm actually giving you hints now of who we found out, and they actually have good features. But how do we know that it is the right one? So eventually we found the one, and of course it is Zendesk. And why do we think that Zendesk is the best? So we actually approached Zendesk and we were able to visit their amazing and really big office, and we were actually amazed that their people are so accommodating, friendly, and fun. But the most important thing is that we are aligned with one thing, and that is to provide the best customer